Hi, I'm Jenna, a counselor here at Central Texas Child and Family Counseling. And in this video, I'll be sharing a brief overview of shared power for the middle childhood years. Shared power is an important concept for kids in the middle childhood years. This is a concept that comes from trust-based relational intervention, or TBRI. And it's a principle that's all about giving kids a voice in a way that is age appropriate and that can help your child feel valued and respected. Why is this so helpful? Well, in this age group of elementary or the middle childhood years, your child is becoming more independent and more aware of their own abilities. Sharing power helps your child to feel capable and respected while teaching them to balance independence with responsibility. At this stage, children are also beginning to seek validation from their peers and other adults. So, shared power can be a way to reinforce their sense of self-worth within the family structure. This shared power creates a safe space for your child to express themselves and practice decision making without fear of harsh judgment. So, when you share power, you as a parent are fostering trust and encouraging open communication. It also teaches problem solving and helps your child feel more connected to you, reducing conflict and building confidence. Now, don't get me wrong, shared power is not about giving up power. You aren't just letting your child take over. Shared power is allowing your child opportunities to have their own voice and to have a choice. You are saying to your child, in essence, I believe in you and we're in this together, so let's work on this together. You're helping your child to be confident and to be a wise problem solver. And isn't that what we all want for our children? So let's talk about ways that you as a parent can implement shared power with your middle childhood aged child. Okay, so one tip is that you can collaborate on rules in the house. So as your child grows up, they're going to have different expectations. It's going to kind of change and evolve their bedtime, their screen time, all of that. And as that happens, as your child has requests about that, you can involve your child in those family expectations. For example, you could ask your child, they're asking about changing their bedtime. What do you think a fair bedtime during the school week is? And just listen. It doesn't mean that you're going to go with their first answer, but allowing them to be part of it really helps to empower them. And being open, it may give you a different perspective as a parent. Where are your kind of, we've got black and white things that are definitely no, but then we have a lot of gray areas, and our children can have a say in voicing their thoughts on those things. Another tip that you can use is you can negotiate privileges with your child. Work together on deciding how they can earn privileges like screen time. This helps them see that the rules are fair. And sometimes kids are a little bit harsher than parents are when they're talking about restrictions and privileges and stuff like that. So you might be surprised. It's kind of fun conversations. Another tip I have is to encourage problem solving. If a problem happens in your family, you could ask for your child's input. So you could say, well, what do you think we can do to solve this together? Instead of just defaulting and kind of taking over as parents, we just naturally fall into that because when our children are younger, they don't have the voice and decision-making power to really be a part of this. But as your child is growing up, we want to offer more of those problem-solving shared power opportunities. So now again, I just want to reiterate that this does not mean that your child has all the power. It does not mean that your child will have a say and get their way in all areas either. As parents, we do need to make many decisions on our own, but where there are opportunities that are age appropriate, and sometimes we have to think outside of the box because maybe it wasn't how we were raised, but if it's not a black and white area, maybe it is an area that we could get some input from our kids. Allow your child to have a voice And where you are comfortable, allow your child to have some choices that you feel okay with. So when you're having that shared power conversation, you want to offer choices to your child, but whatever choices you offer to them, you yourself already want to feel okay with whichever decision they make. So let's look at a practical example. Say your child leaves their homework until the last minute. Instead of dictating a solution, you've got to do this, you're in your room or you're grounded or whatever, you could say, hey, this isn't working out. I've noticed that homework has been tough for you to fit in. And I've noticed that this is happening from it at school. What ideas do you have that can make this easier? And when we give kids that shared power, when we put the problem solving over to them, it's really surprising what our kids are capable of. Your child might suggest creating a specific homework time, or maybe they realize that they need to organize their material, or that they need help. It's better for them to do their homework in the kitchen instead of their bedroom, or whatever it is. But that might trigger some creative ideas that you wouldn't have thought of as a parent, and it's really empowered your child. So by implementing their idea, your child is also likely to feel more ownership over the solution, ultimately making it more likely to stick. So you're not just solving a problem, you're teaching your child to take responsibility for their choices. So now every family and every situation and every child is different, but I really want to encourage you to try using shared power with your child. Thank you so much for watching this brief overview of shared power for the middle childhood years. Remember, this video is just for information. It does not replace therapy. If you have questions about your child, please talk with your therapist here at Central Texas Child and Family Counseling. And thank you so much for watching. We're here to help.